Hello everyone, I am Lucy. A big thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. If you have not subscribed, please do so that you will get a notification each time I upload a new video. Today's video is about Josiah Mwangi Kariuki, popularly referred to as JM. JM was a member of parliament who disappeared in mysterious circumstances in 1975. On paper, Jm Kariuki looked destined for success. He was a member of the influential Kikuyu ethnic group, and as a former private secretary to President Jomo Kenyatta, he was part of the government's inner circle. He had recently been elected to the Kenyan parliament, and he now had his eyes on the presidency. Jm Kariuki was born in 1929 in a small village outside Nakuru in the Rift Valley region of Kenya. His schooling was erratic because the family often lacked the money for school fees. However, in 1946, after winning a sizable bet on a horse race in Nakuru, he was able to complete his high school education at King's College Budo, a well-known secondary school in Uganda. He would later study for several months at Oxford University. Jm Kariuki's political career can be traced to 1946 when he listened to a speech at a political rally in which Jomo Kenyatta denounced the way the British colonial government was treating native Kenyans. Before his birth, his parents had been displaced in 1928 from their family land in the Nyeri Native Reserve to work in the White Highlands. In the White Highlands, his parents became squatters on a European settler's farm, and they were deprived of land rights and essentially forced to work on settler land for low wages. In 1952, Jm Kariuki graduated from secondary school in Uganda and returned to Kenya just before the country was placed under a state of emergency. Jm Kariuki joined the Mau Mau uprising. The Mau Mau was a complex, secretive, and predominantly Kikuyu movement that used violence and the threat of violence to intimidate white settlers. Jm Kariuki took his oath and started working as a Mau Mau liaison officer between Eldoret and Kisumu. Kariuki's activities did not escape the notice of the British authorities, and he was arrested in 1953. Kariuki was detained in various camps from 1953 until his release 7 years later in 1960. When Kenya became independent, Kariuki worked as Kenyatta's private secretary between 1963 and 1969. In 1974, Jm Kariuki was elected as Nyandarua's Member of Parliament, and he became an assistant minister in the Kenyatta government between 1974 and 1975. The 1974 general election had revealed growing dissatisfaction with the Kenyatta administration, and a group known as Masikini Liberation Organization had emerged ostensibly to fight for the poor. The intelligence apparatus had linked Jm Kariuki to this group when leaflets with the movement's letterheads popped up everywhere, with Jm Kariuki and Charles Rubia listed as trustees. As rising oil prices and the global recession of 1973 and 1974 lowered living standards across the country, Kariuki's eloquent expressions of support for the nation's poorest citizens brought him widespread popularity at Kenyatta's expense. By this time, most of the politicians who had complained about land redistribution in Kenya had been silenced, and Jm Kariuki was the only politician left inside parliament and the ruling party still raising the matter. During the 10th anniversary of Kenya's independence, as Jomo Kenyatta was telling the nation of his achievements, Jm Kariuki told Parliament that the country was becoming a nation of 10 millionaires and 10 million beggars. While Jm Kariuki stood for the poor on the political podium, he was an immensely wealthy man. As he got wealthy, his presidential ambitions rose much to the chagrin of insiders in the Jomo Kenyatta government. As an assistant minister for tourism and wildlife, Jm Kariuki had grown rich, and many doubted the source of his money, which he dished out at harambees he held all over the country. A month before he was killed, Jm Kariuki is said to have confided in the then influential Njenga Karume, a member of Gema. It is alleged Jm Kariuki told Njenga Karume of a plot against his life and the difficulties he was experiencing in trying to reach President Jomo Kenyatta. A day before his disappearance, a bomb exploded at the Nairobi OTC bus station, killing 27 people and injuring 100 others. It was reported that Jm Kariuki had been booked onto a Mombasa-bound bus on Friday, the 28th of February. The Kenyatta International Conference Center had earlier on been cordoned off after a hoax caller claimed that a bomb had been planted at the United Nations Environment Programme offices. It is not clear if these incidents explain why Jm Kariuki was picked up by the police chief at the Hilton Hotel on March 2nd, 1975. On the 2nd of March 1975, Jm Kariuki was having tea at the Hilton Hotel when the powerful General Service Unit commandant walked in. After a brief chat, the two left the Hilton Hotel. This was the last time Jm Kariuki was seen alive. When news of Jm Kariuki's disappearance broke, Vice President Moi told Parliament that Jm Kariuki was alive in Zambia. However, Jm Kariuki's decomposed body was found in the Ngong forest. A 15-member parliamentary commission later issued an exhaustive report on his death. The Parliamentary Commission recommended further investigation into Jm Kariuki's death, but this was never done. No one has ever been convicted of the crime, although many believe Jm Kariuki's death was a political assassination. So there it is, guys. Today's video was about the political life of Jm Kariuki and how his political journey was cut short when his decomposed body was found in the Ngong forest. Join me in my next video where we will look at another promising Kenyan politician whose life was cut short. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.